Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your Mutt team. Enjoy the show.
We are back to talk about theme builders, and today I will be going over the top 12 that you should be looking at. Of course, there will be two that you won't necessarily want on your team, and there will be 10 that you can acquire at this point. If you are able to get to 10, you are definitely a fortunate person because you have been able to play quite a bit on EA Access, or you are listening to this a little bit after I did make the video and you have leveled all the way up to 50, you do get one of these potentially to acquire every 5 levels. So every time you pass 5 levels, you go in and select what theme builder you want, and you are able to unlock the 16 solos. You are able to get the coach uniforms, stadium, and also playbooks. So that has absolutely crashed the market for each of those 5 things. The thing that has not crashed is excuse me, the power ups that do come along with these players. During the first solo in that string of 16 that you open up, you do get the power up for this player. At this point, I have just gotten that first solo done for a few players and then have powered them up to 78, 80 overall. So that can really benefit your team at this point as well if you don't want to go in and get all 16 knocked out. If you do get all 16 accomplished, though, you will be able to get this player all the way powered up to his level of 86 and add this card or get this card up to his 86 and continue on his power up path. Before we get into the top 12 list, I did want to potentially note some positions to miss based on what you could potentially get in the game and some things I potentially would advise you to do. So at the quarterback position, you are able to get Baker Mayfield and are able to get him rather early on in the game, playing through those 60 epics. He's much like the Carson Wentz last year. A lot of people will have him. He's a capable quarterback. He's quick and he is able to throw the ball down the field like any other. So I would definitely advise going out and getting Baker Mayfield straight away and staying away from this Russell Wilson. At wide receiver, you will have Torrey Holt and potentially also Jerry Rice if you pre-ordered. So that may be a position you want to stay away from. That is a position of depth. So maybe a little bit longer or a ways down the line, you can go and think about getting one of them. At right guard, you'll be able to get Shaq Mason if you have any loyalty. There are a few other positions that you could get, but that's a position not necessarily that you need to have the best player right away. So I maybe would stay away from that. For captains, I would get Ryan Shazier since another card will not be coming out for him. So that kind of takes care of that. And then going into the cornerback position, you do have Lattimore that you can get and I would advise getting with Ultimate Builders. And then you potentially would also get Jalen Ramsey. So you could also have your cornerbacks locked down. So potentially stay away from them. But it is always nice to have three. So one quarterback may be making this list. And strong safety, of course, you'll have Patrick Tillman. So might not be the best choice. The strong safeties are decent options because they can play nickel and dime linebacker. And at right end, as you get a little bit further down that epics list, you'll be able to unlock Deacon Jones and get quite a bit done with him. But he can also slide into defensive tackle, so a right end maybe making the list also. But getting things kicked off with number 12, we have Lamar Miller. You don't get the free Ricky Williams this year. I have talked about potentially getting some budget halfbacks. They don't stack up to this Lamar Miller, though. He's always a solid straight line running back. If you don't like making that many moves or just like making one cut and doing your best and then getting to the ground. He's a terrific fit for that. But coming in at number 12, because there will be quite a few other options, and there already are some other decent options at halfback. Coming in at number 11, we have Delanie Walker. Tight ends, I love having multiples of them coming out in 2 or 3 tight end sets with one wide receiver and running people over, or just doing that in solos as well to get things knocked out a little quicker. And Delanie Walker is definitely someone who can come in and play a second or third, and definitely a first for now tight end. There is one more tight end on this list that is ranked much higher. So coming in at number 10, we have Tariq Cohen. Definitely a very agile and good running back out of the backfield, catching the ball. Definitely not someone you want to try to run over and maybe not be your every down back, but he is someone that definitely exceeds at being able to be a third down back. And a lot of people like running shotgun, and he will be absolutely perfect at that. Coming in at number 9, we have Adrian Amos. I know we have Patrick Tillman. He is someone that can come in and play that second nickel and not necessarily rush, but dime linebacker and do a tremendous job playing his zone. Has decent man as well. Absolutely loved playing with him last year. He does a tremendous job again this year as well. Coming in at number 8, we have Andrew Norwell. Not necessarily a standout for his stats, but for his position. We're getting right guard Larry Allen coming out this coming week. We have Shaq Mason, who we can get at the right guard, and Zach Martin's over there as well. Norwell stands out for being a pretty solid left guard, and there aren't a lot of them in the game. You can get him for just playing solos, so this is a great deal for you. Coming in at number 7, we have Lamarcus Joyner. He is a little bit short, but free safety is one of potential need. Doesn't have the best speed for you, but he can come in and do his job admirably. Has the 80 man and zone, so he can cover anybody. Bringing him in as your nickel or dime cornerback would be a tremendous fit as well, and he would be able to fit that role for a very long time. Coming in at number 6, we have Gino Atkins. He is the best defensive tackle on this list and stands over even in Ndamukong Suh, him being a defensive end now in this game. Being over 70 speed, he has a block shed, power moves, and strength to fit and do a solid job and fill his role. He is a better 4-3 than a 3-4 defensive tackle, but he fits very well into those who like to play nickel more often than not as well. Coming in at number 5, we have Alex Mack. He is one of, if not the best centers in the game. He would be higher on the list if if offensive linemen mattered a little bit more at this point, but 87 run blocking, 85 strength, super great kind of for just pounding up the middle and running those inside zones. Not the best pass blocker, but there are not that many standout rushers in the middle at this point in the game. Coming in at number 4, we have Darius Slay, one of the best cornerbacks, has the ability to lock people down in man or zone, and has the speed to keep up with anybody. Being 6 foot tall with all those stats just makes him stand out even more. Has the 85 play rec, so he'll definitely be able to stand out there and do his job all by himself. Coming in at number 3, we have George Kittel with his 81 speed and 79 run blocking, being 6'4". Kind of fits the mold of everything that you need in a tight end. If he's not going to be your number 1, he'll be your number 2 and potentially a slot wide receiver for quite some time. Coming in at number 2, we have Myles Garrett. We do have a right end and Deacon Jones. I would take Myles Garrett over pretty much every offensive lineman. He will get power ups throughout the year and make this card even better. And this card right now is a standout with that 87 power move, his 82 block shed, 88 strength, and a very solid 76 as a defensive lineman. If you put him at defensive tackle, he'd be able to take advantage of those players playing with Alex Mack or any other center pretty much in the game. And the last man up, we have Danielle Hunter. He is someone that can absolutely run people down, and at 82 speed and 83 finesse move, can play the edge and play linebacker for you and absolutely stand out. He has better speed than both the linebackers that are supposed to be the rush guys in here, so I have no idea how he is not everyone's number one. He's faster than some wide receivers, tight ends. Just he is a tremendous athlete, and at 6'5" can do a lot of things for your defense. But that is all that we have for today. Thank you very much for watching to the end and listening through these players that can definitely help out your team and should be added to your Madden Ultimate team early and often throughout the year. Take care, everybody.
Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.